Hello, people that in the houses doing. Today I'm talking about something that some people in West Cavan would know a bit about, and some people that even live in some other parts of Ireland would know a bit about. And that is with gangs threatening you to be quiet and to keep your mouth shut, to try trying to shut you up. And I say to them, I know it's hard. It's hard when there's a gang and you've been threatened by 6 or 7 thugs who think they're on the gaff. But people like them, people who, undermine the rule of law, who don't respect anybody, who don't respect themselves. If they're that evil, they don't respect themselves. And obviously want a death wish. But people who, target young kids, who burn cars, who, terrorise drug dealers too, can't be tolerated. Simple as that, cannot be tolerated no matter what happens. Because we need to act, and to act we need to take action. And as you see, you see so many gangs, you hear of these in the news, people have been threatened, people have been told to watch their backs, priests have been told to watch their backs. And I'm talking before to Ballyconnor, the instance in Ballyconnor in County Cavan, the feud up there. And I say to them, what are you gaining? And I say this to the gangs, what are you gaining? By, holding people, terrorising communities, fighting the people to death. What are you gaining? And you're gaining nothing. You're really, really gaining nothing out at the end of the day. You're not gaining anything. Above all, you're gaining a bad reputation. And you're bringing fear to communities. And that's nothing to be proud of. That's nothing to brag about. That's nothing to brag with the boys about. That I'm terrorising this older person because I'm in this gang and I'm high and mighty and the law can't touch me, the state can't touch me, nobody can touch me. And I say this, what my father used to say to me, and as he learned the hard way in life, there's always somebody bigger and tougher than you. If you think you're a choir boy, there's somebody else who's a bigger choir boy than you. It's the same with the gangsters. Somebody else is bigger, stronger, and able to take you on. And the same with fights too. You could beat somebody up one night, and I say this, and I should have said this a while ago. But if you beat somebody up one night, the next night there's somebody else looking for you that's 10 times tougher than you, and it's going to batter the head in of you. And it's simple things like that. But anyway, just wanted to say it. Don't tolerate for any of these fools, any of these gangs who think they won the country, but they don't. If they do want to win the country, I know there's a better way, there's politics. You can go as a politician, you can talk. A bit of rubbish, but I'm saying to people, don't be afraid of these gangs. These gangs, as soon as somebody stands up to them, they crumble. They crumble. They don't know what to do when somebody stands up to them. When somebody takes, under unbelievable circumstances of pressure, somebody stands up to them. Somebody's there. And somebody's there to stand up. It does bring the whole system down. It brings the whole system down. It brings the whole gang down. Because somebody stood up to them in the community, and then everybody else takes inspiration from that. And then everybody else stands up to them, and then there's so many people standing up to them that they can't do anything. Because as people said, it's up to the guards. But the guards can't do it unless the community's behind them and says, we want an end to this. And there's African gangs in different parts of Ireland, in every part of Ireland. Some African gangs, not in every part, but some African gangs. And they're terrorising communities. And I'm saying to them, don't be fearful of them. Don't be fearful. Don't go out and tackle them. But stand up against them. And, if the justice system is any good, half the time this country is no good, this justice system. But to put it to the test. Because if one person stands up, everybody stands up. Simple as. And if the gangs have a problem, well, we see about that.